1, 2, 3, go.
Hi everyone, welcome to Off the Clef with me, Anitra Jay. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Nashville, Tennessee, and we are back from a 2-month-long hiatus of Off the Clef, and it was very much unplanned. I wasn't planning on taking that break, but apparently there were other plans in store. I'll tell you more about that as we get further along into the show. But we've got so many things to cover. We've got recaps, we've got updates, I've got a special guest coming on, and there's also a winner for this month's giveaway, so stay tuned. The winner might just be you. But first, we're gonna start off this episode with Up Close. Alright, so this is Up Close, and this is my special guest. First time being on Off the Clef for some reason, but I'm his biggest fan. Rob Schultz, my husband, my boo. And on stage I introduce you as Rob Meister.
You do.
What do you think about that?
I love it. I think it's cute.
Okay.
By the way, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And since this is the Up Close segment, I think we need to make sure that we're as close as we can.
You're so funny. Okay, well, this is how close.
Okay.
So I wanted to bring you on to help me tell everybody about, first of all, why we took the break from doing Off the Clef for 2 months, and then also the Texas tour and how that all relates. It's interrelated. So I guess I'll start off, and I'm gonna basically tell you what happened to me. I was diagnosed with cluster headaches 3 years ago. It's a neurological disorder that affects about 1% of the population, and it's a set of monster headaches that occur in clusters. So some people get them every 3 months, some people get them once a year, some people get them every 3 years like me. I get them 2 to 3 years apart in the summertime, and so this happened to be the 3rd year since the last time that I've had the attacks. The medical community calls them suicide headaches because the pain is so bad that you literally want to die. And so this past time, Rob got to see that in action. It's pretty painful. And what was your experience?
I mean,
nursing me?
Yeah. So this is what, like the 3rd or 4th time that you've gone through this that I think I've seen it. I remember when I met you, you were telling me about, you get these headaches, and I didn't really know what to expect. It's kind of like in a movie, like somebody saying, hey, by the way, I turned into a werewolf. Believe me until they see it. And that's kind of how it was. When I saw you going through it, like, I didn't know what to do. I've had to learn, like, how to support you, how to nurse you and take care of you. I can't, like, at first I would try to touch you and talk to you, and you'd be like, shut up and don't touch me. And now I think I have a little better idea of how to do it, but I hate seeing you go through it. This was another rough one, and I mean, I just praise God. I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Me too.
I know it's hard, just like for me, it's hard for people to really understand what it's like to go through a cluster headache until they see someone, do it. Because when you think of a headache, you just think about whatever you've experienced with a headache. It's typically mild, maybe a kind of a migraine or something that lasts a while, But this, I don't even think it's fair to call these headaches.
They need another word for them.
The words that I think of, I can't say in this show. It's a family-friendly show.
Well, I call them monster headaches, and for me, it happens on like this side every night, and every night I'm stuck in a dark room, crying and wailing, and just not able to do anything but cry and wail. And it happens with vomiting, and just I start shivering and shaking, and it's It's hard to explain. I guess you have to be there, but you really don't want to be there. But I was going through this past summer in July and August, and before we went on the Texas tour, and we almost didn't even get to go because of the headaches, and they started to subside right when it was time for us to go. So thankfully we were able to go because we already had everything booked. We had the shows booked, we had lodging booked, so it would have been a pain to have to cancel everything. So I'm glad I was feeling better in time enough to go, and the Texas tour was amazing. And even throughout the Texas tour, I still had remnants from the cluster headaches, and I was still taking medicine. I had a whole like roll-up bag of medicine and people thought it was my like toiletries or something, but I was taking it with me everywhere we went, to restaurants and shows and everything. In some shows, I was sick as a dog. I'm telling you, I was about to throw up, and I don't know how I made it through.
Playing in like a dark room with sunglasses on.
Yeah.
So there's one light in the back.
Actually, yeah, one light, and light is a trigger a lot of times with my headaches. But yeah, I have pictures of those
cool picture,
the shades on my blog. So go on my blog and take a look. We'll actually put a link in the description box. But there's a recap of the Texas tour. But I wanted to have you talk a little bit about what it was like in Houston, because he's from Houston, and so we got to perform officially for the first time for his family and friends, and it was really exciting. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it was a dream come true. I mean, ever since we started performing together and playing in different cities, I've always wanted to play in Houston, because that's where I grew up. And so to be able to play there and to share our music with, my home city and state, and to be able to finally show my family and my friends exactly what it is that we do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, they've seen us play in the living room and whatnot, just messing around, but not like in a show in front of other people that don't know us, that came to see us and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was awesome, and the show in Houston was magical. Just the people that came, we had never met before, they were just awesome. It was like a party with a bunch of strangers, and the place was rocking.
Yeah, it was a packed house, and by the end of the night, we were all friends. Like everybody was talking to each other, and
and that's how it should be. I mean, we can't always do that. We're kind of at the mercy of the audience and just what they're bringing, and also the mood that we're in too, I guess.
Yeah.
But then the next night in Galveston was an awesome show too. We got to play on the Strand, and people were just walking by and stopping and getting into it, and the weather was great. So just two great shows, in the Houston area. So thank you for venturing off to Texas with me and doing that. And I loved it.
Thanks for taking me to your home state.
Yeah.
I always wanted to ask you, by the way, when people ask me where I'm from, I say New Orleans. And then when people ask you where you from, you say
Texas.
So why don't you say Houston?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because then a lot of times they'll ask me what part of Texas.
Yeah.
And I tell them Houston. But that's a good question. I don't know. For me, it's I guess it's the state. It's all about the state of Texas. I guess I'm proud of Texas. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with Texas.
Guess not.
So it's like, and then if they want to know where, then I'll tell them. But otherwise, I don't know. To me, Houston just doesn't have the impact that Texas does, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always wonder.
Yeah, that's a good question. I never thought about that, but you're right. Yeah.
Cool. Well, hey, thank you for coming along for Up Close.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate you being a part of this and just being a part of the whole journey. I love doing life with you, so thank you.
Well, thank you.
All right, so we might bring him back to announce the winner for the giveaway. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens.
All right.
So a lot of people ask us, what do we do during the day? When we say we're full-time musicians, they think, oh, so you just go perform at night time and on weekends. But they don't realize how much work goes into actually being an independent artist, and they want to know, so what's a typical day like for you? So I wanted to take you along with me and get a glimpse into some of the day-to-day activities I do on a virtual ride along. So come on.
We are rolling.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, today I'm going to Staples to recycle ink. Staples has this thing where they recycle your old ink cartridges and you get discounts and rewards, money back on your account. So every bit helps. So I'm recycling 2 ink cartridges today, and I need to get some tape in order to ship out a promotions box. Well, I have a show in Charlotte this month. It's in a couple of weeks, and so I am sending a promotions package to the venue, and inside of the promotions package I have demo CDs, I have posters, I have business cards, and sometimes I also have flyers, but not this time. But I send that to the venue, they put it out in the venue, and it's a way to promote the upcoming show. Well, we're pulling up to Staples, and I just realized this, but I don't really like Staples. But they're close by, and I have a rewards program with them, so that's why I keep going. But you see they have a now hiring sign on the door. They've been having that for months, and I walked in there once and I tried to ask a question about my rewards, and the manager was so arrogant and condescending and talking to me, and I felt belittled. And I even asked the sales clerk who was standing there, who I had asked the original question. I asked the sales clerk, do you have a good time working for this guy? And then he looked at me and laughed, and then after the guy left, he went, I don't really like working for him, to be honest. But anyway, they've got that stupid now hiring sign up there. They've been having it up there for months, and what they need to do is fire that manager, and then they can keep their employees. That's my take on it. But nobody asked me, so I just need to go in here and get my tape. These types of errands I run at least once a week, if not twice, sometimes even 3. Next week I have, well actually this week and next week I have 4 other boxes I need to prepare for shipping for venues, because we have a bunch of shows at the end of September and some shows in October, so it's just gonna be go 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 go. People ask us a lot, you know, what do you do during the day, because they think all we do is just go perform at nighttime and on weekends and that's it. But it's not anything like that. I work from 9 to 5. A lot of times I work from 9 to 8 at night, because there's just so much promotions and so much booking, and just it's a lot to it. And then you have to run these errands too. It's a lot, so that's why I wanted to take you along with me. We're doing a virtual ride along so you can see a little bit of what we do. Oh, all right, well this is it. See, there's cars, there's a line to even get into the parking lot. That's how crazy it is today. It's locked.
Is it stuck?
I broke it. Okay, stop.
We got this on tape. We know who broke it.
It's in there. So. Thanks for joining us on Off the Clef. We're so glad to be back and so glad that you came along with us on the ride along and got a chance to hear Rob talk about Texas. One final thing we want to do before we let you go is announce this month's winner for the giveaway. So drum roll, please. And the winner is
Mr. Dwayne Bond.
Mr. Bond from Charlotte, North Carolina. Watch your email. We will be sending you an email about how to get your giveaway gift. And I hope that you come by and see us in Charlotte, by the way. We're going to be performing at Crown Station Pub on Friday, September 18th. That's in less than 2 weeks, I believe. And we're going to be debuting our band, The Rebellion. It's going to be Anitra Jay and The Rebellion. It's a whole new concept, and I want you to be there. And everybody else in Charlotte. So come by and see us. We'll put some information in the description box about that show. And Mr. Bond, stay tuned. We'll be getting in touch with you. All right, so that is it. You ready to do our little thing?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. See you next time on Off the Clef.
I'm a natural